All right, so you're thinking about making a move to Arizona here in 2022. You've got a budget in the $500,000 to $600,000 range, and you've got Peoria on your list of potential places that you want to go. Peoria has a lot of positives, and it has exploded over the past 5 to 10 years here in the Phoenix metro area. There's a lot to like about it, and you're probably going to hear about it. So in this video, we're going to kind of take you through a few different neighborhoods, kind of compare, especially up here in North Peoria. We're going to kind of guide you as to what that might look like here this year if you decide to make the move, and kind of give you a few of the pros, maybe a few of the cons on what you need to think about, and really trying to figure out if Peoria is right for you. So if that is something you're looking to learn, then stay tuned. What's up, everybody? It's Greg Corbett with the AZ Lifestyle Group right here in Peoria, Arizona. If this is your first time to this channel and you're looking to find out everything you need to know about what it's like living in and or moving to the Phoenix metro area, including right here in Peoria, make sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell so you can be notified whenever we post a new video. We are helping people from all over when it comes to finding the best places and neighborhoods to live here, and we absolutely love it. So if you're even thinking about making a move and you need any assistance whatsoever, give us a call, send us a text, shoot us an email. However you want to get a hold of us, we got your back when it comes to moving to the Phoenix metro. All right, so today we're going to continue our city spotlight tour. We're going to be touring around all across the Metro Phoenix area, giving you an idea on what some of the neighborhoods look like at certain price points. Today we're going to be hitting Peoria in the $500,000 to $600,000 range. We just did Glendale a few days ago. I thought it would be a kind of a good idea to compare Peoria versus Glendale, but we're going to be hitting a lot of areas as well. You know, you guys can get on and you can look at a bunch of different real estate websites to look at pictures of homes and kind of get an idea on what's for sale that way. But what we want to do is really kind of check out the neighborhoods, because you know what you don't see on some of the real estate websites is what the neighborhood looks like, what the amenities look like, and kind of the overall pros and cons. So that's what we're here to do. That's what these videos are for. So let us know if they're helpful for you. We're going to be doing this in a bunch of different areas across Metro Phoenix. Again, we're here at Peoria right now. I'm here at the Paloma Community Park. One of the other things that I really want to do when we kind of hit these areas and kind of find, you know, a cool little spot, maybe that's something that's new, maybe something that I haven't even been to before, and kind of showcase it so when people are moving to the area, they know some of the cool amenities. This park was probably completed, you know, within the last year and a half. I think it opened in late 2020. And it's beautiful. It's kind of tucked up here on the north side of Peoria. You've got all the mountains kind of surrounding you. Everything is brand new. The play parks are great. There's a little fishing area over there. You've got a dog park. You've got all sorts of sport courts. There's paddleball. You name it, they probably have it here. So I wanted to check this out, kind of give you just a little peek at it before we kind of get on our tour of some of the neighborhoods. So I'll show a little bit of footage of this, and then we'll meet you at the first house. All right, we are at stop number 1 here on the tour. We are at the Meadows community here at 91st Avenue in Deer Valley. The property that we're going to be looking at is actually right behind me. Actually, we're not going to be going into the property. I will pop up a few photos on screen here in a minute, but this home is a 4-bed, 2-bath, 1760 square foot home listed for $580. Similar to what I did in other neighborhoods, we're gonna try to find stuff that is mostly turnkey, something that is move-in ready right now. So the homes that we're looking at are fairly clean. You're not gonna have to do a whole lot of work. Again, you know, these are gonna be maybe not the highest end finish level, but they should give you a good idea of something that is fairly move-in ready. This community has been built probably within the last 3 to 5 years. This house here was actually built in 2019, so it's a fairly new home. So if you're looking for new construction but can't find maybe something you're looking for on a new home construction list to get into right away, or the list is too long, something like this might be a good fit for you. But we're going to cruise around the community. I'm going to kind of show you, what newer communities look like, these ones that have been built up. There's obviously, when you start comparing to some of the older communities, a lot of nice things to see. So we're going to go check out this park over here across the street in a second as well. And just kind of cruise around, see what this neighborhood is, what you're going to expect from this neighborhood overall. So I wanted to make a quick stop here at one of the parks in the community. There are a lot of things that I like when you kind of look around here. Number one, when you get up here in the Northwest Valley, all brand new. The communities are just look very nice. They're all the homes are brand new, and then they've done a really good job at the little community parks and that type of thing. And you see, you got the pickleball courts in the background here. Pickleball is exploding all over, I'm sure not just here in Arizona. It's been so popular over the last 3 to 5 years, and now they're just building the courts into them. You've got a nice little playground set up behind us over here. It's covered for, obviously if you're here during the summertime and you want your kids to have a shaded place to play, that makes a huge difference. And then just kind of looking around at, all the mountains kind of surrounding. You circle around and, it's not the Rockies or anything, but it's just a really nice view. There's mountains surrounding us all over here. So the views are really nice. It's quiet up here. It's a busy community. This community has been established for a while, but it's just looks very nice and just has a peaceful feel to it. So, and a lot of nice amenities if you do have families. All right, so a couple more pieces of information I want to share with you guys that I think is important, especially as we kind of walk through some of these community spaces that are very nice. Number one, HOA. There are HOA dues here that are about $80 a month. So that is something to keep in mind for a community like this that's newer. You're typically going to have HOA dues for the common area maintenance. The other thing that you need to think about is the lot size. Most of these lot sizes, I think the house that we're looking at was probably around 5,500 square foot, so smaller footprint of a lot. These homes are all pretty close together. You're going to see a lot of this kind of style in the neighborhoods where you might have a little bit smaller lot sizes, under 7,500 square foot. You might find a few homes in the neighborhood that have larger lot sizes, but for the most part, probably a little bit smaller lot to look at. And then one other thing is important is the schools. There's probably, I think there is a high school that's, walking distance right down the street here. There is a elementary school that is pretty close as well, just kind of across one of the main intersections too. So you've got a lot of schools in the area for anybody that has kids. All right, we're at stop number 2 on the tour. We're here up in the West Wing Mountain community. This is at Joe Max and West Wing. We're up on the way north side of Peoria right now. We're checking out this house here right behind us. This is a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1828 square foot home that's listed for $510. So this is closer to that $500K range for those of you who are closer to that budget. Want to give you kind of a general idea on that. We're going to kind of cruise around the community here as well, kind of take a look at some of the other houses. This community was built in kind of the earlier 2000s. I think it was around 2004, 2005. You'll get a little bit different of something that looks a little bit older, but a lot of cool things to see up here as well. So let's cruise around the neighborhood and show you around. All right, similar to the last one, let's take you through kind of a couple of the little community areas so you kind of get a general idea on maybe some of the little bit of amenities that you have. We're here at one of the little kind of play area, park areas here. You've got just kind of a half-court basketball setup here. You got a little kids play area, a little ramada. Not as new or as nice as kind of what we saw in the last area, but you know, I think from a location perspective, I mean, this is really cool because you're kind of tucked. You know, we talked about the mountains surrounding you on the last one. This one, really, the mountains are surrounding you. You're right up against them. On this side, they're much closer to you, and on this side as well. There's a lot of little pocket neighborhoods that are gated right behind you here. So everything that's like up against the mountain seems to be like a gated neighborhood. A lot of cool things to kind of look at there. So you're out here. I mean, that's one of the things that you got to know. Like when you're kind of come out, you're going to have amazing views. It's going to be very quiet. I would imagine, you know, the stars at night is just absolutely amazing out here. But if you're wanting to be close, if you need to be close into like downtown Phoenix or getting into Scottsdale, you're obviously going to have a little bit more of a commute, that type of thing. So it really depends on kind of what you're looking for. If being this far out is going to be helpful to you. One thing to know is like the 303 is very close by. There's so much growth going on along the 303. So if you're somebody who's kind of working kind of in the Northwest Valley and you need to be close to that, maybe something like this makes more sense to you. One last thing before we head out of here. As always, we want to share the HOA dues. This is a $62 a month community here. Something to know, not too extreme, but it gives you, you know, kind of the things that we looked at here. You know, we're mostly in a desert landscape environment, but they have set up a little bit of green space here for you, just to add a nicer look to the community. Obviously, a place to go if you have dogs and kids and that type of thing. So not a little bad little spot over here if you want to get a little shade. Also, can't forget, as far as school districts go, we are in the Deer Valley School District. You have to check the schools. I think the Deer Valley School District overall has a lot of good quality schools. It's going to be case by case in certain situations. Make sure to check out those ratings. The previous one we were at was actually Peoria School District. So again, something to keep in mind when you're in Peoria. Sometimes you're going to have Deer Valley, sometimes you're going to have Peoria. Make sure to check those out. Real quick, you guys, if you are finding this information helpful at all, please consider hitting that like button. Definitely helps us out, helps spread the word on these videos and this channel. Also lets us know if we're doing a good job of putting out good content. So give us a like, give us a comment if you have any feedback on it. We appreciate it. All right, we're here at our last stop for today. We're here at the Terramar community up at 67th Avenue in Happy Valley. The property behind me here is the one that we're looking at. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2230 square foot home listed for $590. It does have a 3-car garage. It does have a pool in back. So we're going to pop some pictures up on the screen so you can take a look at that. We're gonna cruise around the community a little bit. It's nice, you know, just driving through these neighborhoods, as much as there's a lot of similarities as far as what, you know, what North Peoria gives you, there's a lot of differences as well. So everything's gonna be a little bit different. So it's nice to kind of get a little bit different feel for each community to see, you know, what's gonna be a potential positive or negative for you. So let's cruise around. Let's give you an idea of what some of the other homes look like around here, and then we'll tour the community a little bit. All right, a couple more things to note as we kind of cruise around the neighborhood here at Terramar. This community was built in the late 90s. I think the house that we looked at was built in 1998. So of the 3 communities, this is the oldest community, and you can probably tell by, you know, kind of touring the homes, it's a little bit older. Also from a HOA perspective, this is a $31 a month HOA, and but not a whole lot that it's going to get you as far as amenity wise. There are you know, as far as common area maintenance and taking care of the basic landscaping in the community, you're going to get that. I found this little area here, you know, where you're going to have runoff. you know, as far as if you get major rain coming down the mountains anywhere, this is where it's going to go. And you also have a little kind of a neighborhood path that kind of takes you through if you want to, you know, walk, bike, take your dogs for a walk, that type of thing. So, you know, some nice little things here. You are tucked in the mountains a little bit. It's not as prevalent as what we saw in that last neighborhood, but you still have those mountain views here and there. I don't see a ton of schools super close by. There's probably ones that aren't too far away, but you know, something to kind of keep in mind there. But yeah, overall, I mean, it's got a good feel for it. It's in a good location, just a little bit older, but you might be able to find, kind of like when we looked at that house, you get a little bit bigger house, you might get a 3-car garage with a pool. So there's give and take on everything. When you maybe go into an older community, maybe you're going to find a little bit bigger house. So something to consider as well. All right, guys, I want to give you a few final thoughts as we wrap up here in Peoria. As we kind of go through some of the different neighborhoods, you know, one of the big things that I think of when you're trying to figure out, you know, what's a good place to be living here is location. You know, obviously, you know, Peoria has a ton of positives when it comes to just views. There's a lot of amenities. You're close to Lake Pleasant. You've got a lot of these parks and areas that, you know, are surrounded by mountains. So from a view perspective, there's so much to like about it. I think the opposite end of that is, you know, from a con perspective, is you are kind of further out and you might not be as close to, you know, for people that are looking in, they want to be closer to Central Phoenix, maybe they want to be closer to Scottsdale, you're going to be putting yourself a little further away. So that is going to be a case-by-case situation for anybody who's looking to move here. We've got to, you know, get on a call and kind of figure out what's right for you, and we highly recommend that. So when you guys are looking around and you're trying to figure out, hey, what's going to be the best place for me, what's going to be the best place for my family, there's so many different factors involved, and we really want to help guide you when it comes to finding the right place for you. So if you think Peoria might be right, definitely reach out to us. If you're thinking about maybe somewhere else, look at some of our other videos, because we probably have either something coming soon or something that we've already posted. So check that out. Again, guys, if you have any feedback or comments, please let us know in the comments below. Reach out to us anytime. We've got our contact information on screen again, and hopefully this video was helpful for you. Until the next one, we will catch you later.